Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Dakhla Oasis, where we are attempting, possibly in vain, to get some better than 2x2 houses. At this point, I would honestly settle for just 3x3s. Problem is, well, one of the problems is we simply are not making enough papyrus for this city. And you'll notice we're not making papyrus at all. And as near as I can tell, I've taken a moment before starting the episode just to kind of look over things and try and figure it out why we're not making these. And it seems to be we're just not importing any reeds anymore. We're almost halfway through the year and we have imported no reeds. And I don't understand why. I did notice, is it you?
It's the trader's life. It's the trader's life for me.
There. This guy is from Own. Let's take a look. What is he gonna give us? Or buy from us? Because we are only buying meat and reeds. And we're only selling beer and wood. And because of the current settings... Oh no, I actually turned it all the way off for the beer. So no, we're only exporting wood. So as far as I can tell, there's not really any particular reason for them not to be selling us reeds. So I'm wondering if there's a possibility that actually there is some kind of hidden global cap on how much you can buy and or sell altogether. Because that's the only thing I can think of that would explain this. We're not even... Okay, we're not buying anything from these guys. I don't think... Are we doing gems? Technically, yes, but we don't need any more, so that's not going to be happening. So we're only selling this and this to them. Okay. We are buying both linen and flax, but not doing anything else with Niken. Sakara? We're not buying any of this. We're only selling these two and these and these. So this one has the most different types of things. So I can kind of understand why it would be like this. Especially since we haven't had wood turned on for a while. Yeah, looking at these numbers, this doesn't make any sense. We have sold, like... Bought and sold... Let's just round it. 2,000, 4,000-ish, 5, 6, 7,000 ish. We have bought or sold 7,000 ish different things. What?
It's the trader's life for me.
Okay, they actually sold us something. I think the only way we're gonna get this to work is if we dial back on how many schools we have going. We might need to dial back on the mortuaries as well. We have... See, this is confusing as well. We have plenty of flax. All of the weavers are working just fine. No reeds. No papyrus making. We have the same number of production buildings. We are, at least theoretically, importing to maintain, importing as needed. Let's just try that. Let the overseer do it. Maybe? But, like, I think there's only one place we get flax from, isn't there? One place we get flax, one place we get reeds. So, and they are willing to sell less flax than they are willing to sell reeds. Explain to me how that makes any sense with what we're seeing in the city. Do we need to dial back on the mortuaries as well? Oh. Elegant residence. What do you... guess the linen... Why are you saying that the desirability is low? Is it really that bad? Brewery is way over there. Oh. See... They need linen in order to upgrade. Tempted to turn that off. You know what? I think I am gonna do that for most of these. Because we don't need to push it that far. I don't think we can, actually. Do all of these places need mortuaries? I don't remember if... No. You're still struggling to get food in here.
There are so many places.
No, not you.
These goods will make welcome additions to the
Pottery.
bazaar.
There's food right there. Although, oh no, there's someone working there. Oh, the... Well, that's interesting. The granary doesn't appear to have someone working there when you're in this view, but other structures, other buildings do. Weird. Go ahead and do that. Definitely turn that off. I think I am going to turn that off. Because we don't... Oh boy. You should not have all of that. Shoot. Yeah, I'm not going to... I already have a bunch of it. Don't... No... wait a minute. Nope, I take it back. This is one of the ones that we do want that. And I do think we're gonna have to dial back on the schools. We might need to do the mortuaries as well, and it occurs to me, do these need mortuary access? Why did I do mortuaries for everybody? Was it this? I don't remember. I forgot to pay attention to that one trader from Own, whether or not he actually... Nope, just meat. Cool. That's wonderful. Oh! Even better. Okay. Well, shoot. Yeah, I'm thinking we're just not gonna be able to do this. Are you serious? No, we don't have a firehouse on this end. Of course. Oh. What did those have in them?
I'll be a hero when I bring these goods back to my homeland.
I wish they would prioritize the tiles that are threatening other buildings. Seems like sometimes they do, but other times they just don't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I follow the logic here. Like, oh, he's just wandering off. Cool. Really? Well, that was quite awful. Let's go ahead and do that, because they're using that as a road. I don't know why this is considered road. It's really weird. Oh, that's still on fire. Neat. I swear, if it burns down that mortuary... Why does this not include papyrus makers? Like, especially shipwrights? I don't feel like that's useful almost ever. Jewelers and weavers, that's useful. Shipwrights? Not really. And why does he not do papyrus? But he's probably part of the reason we've not run into many issues with the weavers. And why have you not been visited by a water carrier, pray tell? Why is there a water carrier way the heck down there? Why? Just why? What was that, brewer? And then this one was... what was this? This one was the reeds. I don't remember what that one was. For goodness sake. Why exactly is it saying no workers live nearby? Okay, you know what? I'm starting to really get the impression that when you close the game and load a save, you know, close the game, reopen the game, load a save, everything gets recalculated, and it is calculating things wrong. In one way or another. It's gotta be. Because things that had been working fine, over time, start to just not work anymore. And as far as I can tell, a lot of the time, there's not any particular reason. Is that what we were doing? There is the brewer there. I don't remember what this was doing. Maybe I had the papyrus separate? That would seem to make sense. This is just nonsense.
It's the trader's life for me. It's the trader's life for me. It's the trader's life for me. I'll be a hero when I... It's the trader's life for me.
Is OWN only sending one trader? That could certainly help explain it. No, shut up.
I'll be a hero when I bring these goods back to
There's
my
one from
homeland.
that oasis.
I'll
There's
be
one
a
from
hero.
Sakara.
I'll
One from
be a
OWN.
hero. It's
Two
the
from
trade-
Sakara.
it's the
Two from
trader's life
Dunkul
for me.
Oasis.
I'll be a
How do you
hero.
say it?
I'll be a
Dunkul?
hero when I
I'm not
bring
sure.
these- I'll be a- It's the trader. It's the
One from
trader's life
Nehen.
for me. It's the
Two from
trader's life
Nehen.
for me.
Did I miss one?
a
Yes.
hero when I bring these goods back to my homeland. It's the trader's life for me. It's the trader's life for me.
Really wish I could figure out some way to do these pavilions without having to have the intersection. That right there is as good as you can do. With it being one piece of road. Oh, are you serious? Whatever. Oh, really? That's just probably gonna happen, isn't it? Because we don't have any architects on that side. Because we can't have any architects on that side. I'm feeling like this is just not going to work. Plain and simple. We are not getting any reads.
I'll be a hero when I bring these goods back to my homeland.
We're just losing people constantly at this point. Oh, really? Come on. I would be curious. We're really not making enough beer. We certainly have the barley. Do we really need to do more? That might be part of the issue. All of this barley in one storage yard, and it has trouble keeping up with the breweries. Is there anywhere else we could do this relatively easily? Not really. I mean, sure, we could do stuff way out here. Why are you...
The town knows that holidays make workers happier.
I guess he's headed to the festival. Still. He's a little late. I assume he's coming from one of these. What was I saying? Oh, we could do brewing like way out here, but it'd be better if we could do it back here somewhere. We would need to install more housing. But we're already running into so many issues with this city. I would be curious. I think I started this thought and then didn't finish it. What I would be curious of is what happens if... What was that? That was a bazaar. If I were to do a city all in one sitting. I'm not sure when I would be able to have the time for something like that. But just generally. Oh, also, I forgot about these. I'm gonna just do them now. I know I said that they were gonna be... I was gonna do it once we got the better houses, but I don't feel like this is gonna happen. We are not making any papyrus. We are not getting any reeds.
Our long and dangerous trek here was for nothing. The city won't trade. I'll be a hero when I bring these goods back to my home.
We should probably actually just get this over with, come to think of it. Where is somewhere where we can put the what is it we need? Granite? You reckon this'll work? Probably not. Are we already trading with someone? I was just looking at it, wasn't it? Yeah. Granite there. That's probably overkill, but whatever. How much do we need to get it started? Really? $100 blocks. Oh. I thought it was like 30. Apparently not. Okay, well. But yeah, I feel like we just get to a point where something is wrong. In the past, like, 3 or 4 cities, we just reach a point where things stop functioning for some reason. We've run into pottery problems, we've run into more pottery it's always something with the imports. Something happens at some point, and we're just not importing whatever it is we need properly. And I don't know why. We get so many blessings from Osiris. Or Ra, not Osiris. These all the time, and it doesn't seem to matter. It doesn't seem to do anything. These areas that used to be just fine with having people suddenly aren't. Like when we had the issues with the 3x3 structures in these 2 locations. The it was storage yards in both of them, wasn't it? Where the employer would only go in that direction. Whereas before, he was going that way just fine. And I really feel like it only started happening after I saved and reloaded. So something somewhere is recalculating incorrectly after a save and reload. And I don't know what to do about it other than to do an entire city all in one sitting. And especially at this point where these cities have gotten quite big and the objectives are, you know, pretty substantial, I don't know that that's really feasible. Even if I were to do like a live stream, that's just not gonna happen, I don't think. Why have they run out of all access to religious facilities? This is right here. It's just fine. There's no good reason for this, as far as I can tell. Except that maybe he's only going that way and refusing to go this way. Look at this. Look at this. See where it's stopped? He goes to there and then turns back. He'll reach here-ish. But if he's never turning this direction to start with, then he's never gonna get down here. I'm definitely feeling like sometimes the structures do just get stuck. I notice it far more with the firehouses, because the firehouses have a very obvious consequence of them not going in a particular direction. I do also feel like they run into the issue more often than any other structure. But it definitely seems to me that the issue is not unique to firehouses, and it definitely seems like thinking back to all the times that we run into this kind of issue, it definitely feels like everything is going fine, everything is smooth and running and it's nice, and then all of a sudden it's not, and the only thing I can think of that's obvious is the save and reload. Because when I just now, starting this episode, loaded this up, I was looking over here-ish. These 3 were not upgraded. I unpaused the game, and like a second or so later, they upgraded. Which tells me that definitely the save game is not saving everything. It may just be saving the location of the structures, not their status necessarily. Desirability is definitely something that seems to need to be recalculated on a save load. At least sometimes. So I don't know, maybe that just means that something in the way the game saves is just not quite saving everything that needs to be saved. Oh look, we have reeds! 800. And it's December. And it's not getting over here either. Great.
I'll be a hero when I bring these goods back to my homeland.
Nope. This is run out of people. Certainly part of the problem is probably the fact that I kind of designed these areas in such a way that it's like just barely able to function properly. Like these are kind of right on the edge of the distance required to reach these houses. And I do that a lot, where things are just kind of on the edges of how far apart they can be. So if something goes wrong, with the distances, or with just the structure refusing to turn in, the employer from the structure refusing to turn in a particular direction first, if he only wants to go the other way first, then you run into this issue where things can't get people. When before it was fine. Not really sure what to do about that, though. Oh. Right. We're gonna need more storage than that. More famine. Sheesh. Oh, no, this. Yikes. Oh.
I have to go clear across. I have to go clear.
I was just about to say we're not doing very good for grain, and then all of that harvested. So, actually, never mind. We could put a storage yard over here, yeah? I'm gonna do that and then just extend the road rather than trying to fiddle with that. More granite, please. And... that should work. Oh. It holds 32? So that's... that's not gonna be enough either. Gonna need one more. Or we could just plop it in one of these. Oops. That'll be fine. Doesn't matter really where we put it, because we're gonna just put this down and then it's gonna go into there just fine. Do construction... Oh, do we need to do that? We might need to do that. I'm not actually... I don't remember. Do I? Maybe I do. Yeah. We need to have carpenters in order to do the thing. Does that need to be all the way to there? Are you... You are irrigated. I don't know, that's a long way from any houses. Maybe... I'm gonna do it this way. This isn't gonna work, plain and simple. My whole plan is just not gonna work because we're just not making enough papyrus. Because we're just not buying enough reeds, because... reasons. Reasons that I don't understand. But even if we were doing enough papyrus, there's still the other stuff that we would need to get to them. Linen, luxury goods, everything else, which I think we have. It's just a matter of getting it here, and this is just not working. Which is really frustrating, because I planned everything out from the beginning. And everything was fine, and everything was fine, and it continued to be fine right up until it wasn't anymore. How are we doing for employees? Not great. Crying out loud, where's... You've run out of beer? Are you serious? Where does she buy beer? Probably... I don't know if she goes that far. I assume it would have to be up there. Maybe... What we really need to do is, instead of having centralized locations for the brewing of beer, the making of pottery, the making of papyrus, what we really need to do is have it decentralized all over the place, where we have like little, rather than a whole line of a particular thing, we have a brewer, a potter, a papyrus maker, a weaver, and several storage yards dedicated to serving them, and having everything at 1/4 or so. That would probably require 3 storage yards. That's part of the problem. The storage yards are just... They take up room, and if you're just using it for a third... Not a third, a quarter of the total storage capacity, then that's just a waste of space. But on the other hand, I'm not sure what else to do. By the way, I can't help but notice the hyenas appear to have just vanished. Where is it? Doesn't appear to be here anymore. Where is this? Really? It's that pavilion right there. Or, not pavilion. What is it called? Plaza. Right? Maybe if we do this? There. What? And then if I do this... Okay, it's not super consistent, is it? Either way, no hyenas are spawning over here, no hyenas are spawning over here. Odd. I don't understand why. I guess once you get the city close enough, it just... I don't know. I don't remember that ever being a thing before, but... Then again, I don't remember ever building this close to where hyenas spawn in the first place. So, I don't know. Just seems odd. Really? Well, I guess we go ahead and keep pushing. Like, at this point, we're just standing around waiting for the granite, so not much else to do.
My stonework
Not you.
endured through the ages.
This city is the greatest.
And she immediately goes the wrong way. If you had more fine control over that, it would be so much easier to make this work. Even just as simple as like some kind of mode where some kind of thing that you open here that gives a direction from the structure. Like it could easily just be based on the cardinal directions. You know, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, and you could just like open a thing similar to this, but rather than special orders, it'd be I don't know, employer direction, something about what direction to go in to look for people or something, and you'd click that, and then it'd just literally be a this kind of selection, but it'd be none, northeast, southeast, southwest, blah blah blah, sort of thing, right? That would by no means fix all of the issues, but it'd go a long way to improving things. For sure. They want luxury goods. This doesn't have luxury goods yet. I'm pretty sure that's not correct. This is a little concerning. Exports are not... I mean, they're not that far off. Where are we losing money from? We haven't done nearly as much construction. So... Tempted to raise the tax rate. We don't need to do that, because these houses are... Theoretically, there is enough stuff here to get them to 2x2s, so if and when that happens, they will be making us a lot of money. So even just the handful of houses we have here. Really? See, I'm starting to realize a major flaw with the way I have designed this. It assumes a 5x5 or 4x4 house. You know, it assumes a large house that can be serviced from both sides of the road simultaneously. That's not how it works when you're getting to that point, so I'm not really sure... I'm not sure how to solve that issue, actually. How would you do that? I guess you would have to... Huh. I mean, we've done it before. I think part of it is this loop around idea is just not actually a great idea. In theory, it should work just fine. But in practice, we do kind of need to break it up a little bit to get people to go where they need to go, because they do like to decide to just go in one particular direction and refuse to go the other direction, as you can see by this priestess. Has only gone northeast this whole time. I don't really know what to do about that. Other than to have a duplicate copy of all of these structures on both sides of the road, which is just not feasible. Oh, here we go. Oh, now you need a library. That's not gonna happen. Shoot, we can get up to 3x3s. That's not big enough to get service by the other side of the road, I'm pretty sure. It has to be at least 4 to be out to here, because the people service two tiles. These 2 tiles are the only ones that get serviced by this road. So that's not quite far enough over here. So that's as big as we're gonna get them. There's no way we're building libraries again. Or a library. What? See, I don't know what to do about this. Like, by the way I have designed this, there should be no good reason for this. Because if... I was under the impression that it was more or less random which direction they turn each time they come out. So, over the course of, you know, a few months, they should have gone in both directions, because it's a 50-50 chance, one way or the other. Observation tells me that there's no way that's correct. Okay. Oh. Shoot. But yeah, there's no way that it's a 50-50 chance, because there's just too often that they will get stuck, or seem to get stuck, going in only one direction. I would much prefer if it was not a chance at all, and it was literally just a... First they go one way, then they go the other way. And they alternate between the available directions they can go. But then that would get pretty complicated, probably, with the ability to go in other directions on intersections, and I don't know. I guess probably the simplest solution to this would be some kind of planning tool where you can, like, literally designate these are the roads where this structure will send their people to. This is, you know, you could just, like, highlight the roads. Like, go into here, click a thing, and then highlight, here's the roads you want, don't go anywhere else. Bam. That would be the simplest way to fix all of these issues. How are we looking for the old granite? 49? We're a little bit under halfway. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and leave it here then.
I have to go clear across the city with these goods.
Yes.
It'll take all day.
Well, sorry about that, but frankly, there's not much I can do about it. We are at the very least, excuse me, continually making papyrus now. So, you know, it's something. I'm noticing fairly often pavilions that are unoccupied. Do we not have enough schools? Got these 3 here. These here. Oh, do we not have any down over here? Yeah, we do. Maybe it's just slightly not quite enough. I guess if we were to put in more housing here, which probably should do, to be honest. I don't know. But yeah, it probably should add a couple more schools as well. Well, yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and leave it here. Oh, this is interesting. Why are you delivering linen? Oh dear, that's not optimal. Right. No. There is, over here, some nice spots for some nice spots for some of that. And do that. That should be fine. This should not be delivering linen to anywhere, actually. That's not helpful, because they're not filling up these, Yeah. Haven't noticed that being an issue before. Oh well, whatever. That should solve it. There should be no issues with that. Doing that like that. Not paying tax? Wait, what? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Did I miss the tax collector? How? That is like 50% of the reason that I'm doing this in the first place is to get taxes out of these people. I didn't even realize. Shoot. Yeah, I literally didn't include the tax. Right. Okay, that's neat. Oh. Oh. Right. Wow, okay, I did not expect that to be an issue. Wow. That's neat. I forgot, I always forget that they can exit a building diagonally, but that's neat. Glad I checked that. Sheesh. But yeah, the half the reason I was doing this whole project in the first place was to make more money. I guess we don't really need it, but you know, the other half was just to make a nice looking temple district and hopefully, you know, kind of sorted to see whether or not I could get it up to the 5x5 houses. Obviously I can't because library. But is this... yeah, that's not gonna happen, is it? I don't know why these are all employed and this just isn't. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here. And I am going to save. And I'm going to quit the game. And unload next episode. I'm going to really try to pay attention to how things load and whether or not you really can't get beer down here. That's annoying. But yeah, whether or not things seem to break more, because something that might well be happening is as the city gets bigger and bigger, the save just gets slightly less accurate. Or something. So maybe it's not less accurate, it's just when it goes to recalculate everything, there's too much to calculate. So it's just broken. And things degrade over time. Is that still... ah, shoot. I forgot to check that. When I was rebuilding that, I looked at that and thought, oh, I'll check that in a second, and then I forgot. But yeah. With that, I will say thank you for watching. Take care, and farewell.